Hey, happy Sunday, everybody down here. Thought I'd do a little different video today. Take you behind the scenes of what I'm doing here. So, last video I made, I think I had some sound issues. I try to go, before I post the video, I play it back for a few seconds, anyways, to make sure the volume was working. Um, Absolutely did not replay the whole thing. So, I think I had some audio issues going on in that video. So, I don't know how long you could hear me talking or whatnot. But what happened is my son streams, and I was having him look at my computer and trying to get the mic set up over here correctly. He mentioned a program that he uses that like projects the volume for the viewers, and you can control different things. So I thought, hey, that'd be great. Well, he installed it, and for me, it was more of a hassle. It just I had to load the program every time I turned on my computer, and had to reset the OBS audio set. And that when John mentioned his comments about the audio, I was like, okay, that's the last straw. Let me get rid of that. Get back to basics. You know, just a mic and the computer. I don't need all the fancy stuff. So I apologize for that, guys. So today I just want to go over in that video what I was talking about that I don't know if you guys could hear me. So I really, as I mentioned many times in my videos, I love fictional leagues. Any kind of sports game I can play that I can build a fictional team with and run with it. It's just the best. I enjoy that so much more than replaying years of sports with real players. Again, it's all about the expectations, right? With fictional players, you don't know who the star is going to be. You know, you don't know how long that star will remain a star, or until somebody trumps him over and takes over. So it's just that stuff. But with, replaying, you got real players, they have their certain stats that they're going to get close to or exceed somewhat. That's just like why I like fictional. It's the unexpected, right? Okay. So what I decided to do is I probably closed out that window I had open. Maybe not. Now it's right here. So I have several games, and I don't know if it's a OCD I have, but I hate when I have a game and I never use it. It's just, I don't know. I don't like it. So I made some, well, I didn't make some, but I created some team names with my team name generator. So for Dice Sports Generation 5 Dice Baseball, I'll be using a 6-team league, and these are the names here that I created. Now I'm just gonna this video will be about this, but as you can see, I created several teams for different games. John's D20 football, 3 dice soccer, Jackson's football, and Jason Graham's Candlelight Games. I mean, there is so many games. These are just all football games, and there's more football games that I haven't even put on here. And I included pen and paper. I recently purchased the pen and paper football game. So I created a team that now what I'm going to do, and it's going to take a little while to create players for all these teams, but I'm going to play them as the book states. So I'm referencing over here to Candlelight Games, right? So Football Time Classic, it has an off season part to it. So every time a season's over, you have to re-roll certain things for your team. Well, whatever the book says, I'm going to play it by the book. I'm not going to use any home brews for the off season. It's strictly going to be the way the book says to run it. So that's what I decided to do with these games. Same with pen and paper. You know, they're off season. I'm going to run it that way. John and Jackson, they don't have any off seasons parts to their games. That I don't believe so. I don't believe John does. I want to say that maybe you just re-roll the teams to get their grades or what have you, but there's no off season as far as in depth or anything like that. So that's what I've decided to do. So I'm gonna have a lot of leagues, guys, which will afford me plenty of videos to make. So let me go over here. Okay, so I started my 5 dice baseball league here. 6 teams, and I haven't quite decided how many games I'm gonna schedule them to play. You know, but it'll definitely be no more than 10 games a piece. But I haven't quite decided what I want to do, if it's 10 games or 6 games, you know, what have you. But I'll just show you how process I'm going through creating these. So I had AI create a couple apps for my spreadsheet here. I have a name generator, and then I have also a dice rolling rater, and it's based off of John's matrix. Okay. So let me show you this works. So the Sioux Falls Canyons. Okay, I'm going to generate a name for their manager here, Peter White. So he's going to be their manager. Then I'll come down here, generate a name for the catcher. I can just come up here, hit generate name, Jesse Price. Is that Nelson? Now what I am doing, because I told the AI that to create me, I think 100 first names and I think it was 100 last names, or even more than that. So I keep an eye out for the names, right? The last names. If I see they're generating too many of the same names throughout the league, I'll just rerun it. So second base here. I'm gonna have Morris, Austin Morris, Wyatt Brooks, Patrick Martin, Matthew Allen, Adrian Rogers, Bradley Lewis. Let me check real quick, make sure we don't have any. See, I got 2 Baileys here, so I'm gonna change one of those. Lewis. I don't want the same names on the teams here. Okay, I don't see another Lewis. Okay, we can roll with that one. Oh man, I gotta learn how to pronounce that one. Gian, I don't know. I don't want to check that up, but I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna have it, my boy AI pronounce that for me. All right, let's go starting pitchers. Also in John's, the league I'm creating with John's game, I'm only going to carry 4 starting pitchers, 2 middle relievers, and a closer. Alexander, Christopher Richards, Benjamin Rodriguez, Kevin Murphy, Owen Perry. Okay, there's no other Perry there. Okay. Vincent Rogers. Oh, we got another Rogers, so let's redo that one. Watson. Okay, we don't have a Watson on the team. And Perez. I thought I'd just seen a Perez. Did I not see a Perez already? Okay, so Nathan Perez will be our closer. Let me go up here, and where was that name I saw? Where was it? Oh man, Bailey. That's right, 2 Baileys. Bailey's not a real common name, so I don't definitely don't want 2 of those on the same team. Marcus Kelly. There you go. Oh, look there. We had 3 Baileys. Wait. Yep. 1, 2, 3. That, no, absolutely not. Go back. Absolutely not. All right, I'll get rid of another Bailey here. Adam Reed. Kelly. Oh, we got 2 Kellys. Nope. Washington. There we go. Okay. So I'll go through these names here and make sure there's not, too many of the same names. Definitely can't have 3. So I'll do that. But that's how I do the names, okay? It's just with as many teams as I'm gonna make, this is a lot quicker. I could be here all day trying to think of a unique name, and I already spent enough time, you know, sitting here instead of making videos of me playing games. A lot of times behind the scenes, I'm sitting here thinking of ways to make teams or leagues. I spend so much time thinking about stuff that I don't really put enough time in actually playing the games. So I need to focus on getting like this league here done so I can start playing this game. Every now and then I'll do a video on it. Okay, so that's how I do the names. Now to switch over for the ratings. Oh wait, let me see. What park is this? This is the Canyons, Sioux Falls Canyons. Let's go with the Sioux Stadium. Just keep it real simple. Sioux Stadium. And that's in Sioux Falls. Now, that's probably bad of me because I don't know where Sioux Falls is right away, but I'll find it. I will find it. Okay, so let me get over here to my extensions, app scripts. Matter of fact, that's the names. And we're going to switch this. So we're going to move this file down. Go back here. I should refresh it. And it should change. Roll for rate. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is go here, roll for rate, and it'll assign the rates. And if you look over here, well, I got this because my Windows is not activated. So, but look here, it'll show you the number it ran to get these. So 15. Oh my God, so many D's here. But that's how it was when I was doing up here. Look at this team, F's. This was probably the best team this. But yeah, a lot of F's here. Now I'm getting a lot of D's on this one. A C, F, F. My God, this team's gonna be horrible. A. See what their pitching staff's gonna look like. C, F, B, F. My gosh, this team is really just probably the worst right now that I've got on this league. F. Can we get another D, please? No, C. What about another F? How about an F? No, B. Okay, thank you. Okay, so then what I do, you'll see these numbers up here. So, obviously 1.2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Kind of gives you the idea of the team, the strength of the team. So right now, by far, this is the worst team of the league here, 24, with Honolulu Voyagers being the 37 strength. So they're the strongest team. Then we have the Newport Nexus. Second, third is Columbus Pinnacles. So That is how I do that. Now, I don't have an app script for the running or the power. I will actually roll those myself. I could create a script, but I'll just roll them myself. So that is how I create my teams for the 5 dice baseball. And what made me really think about doing that is the fact that John, when he was talking about his matrix, he said that's going to be for his all the sports that he's going to make, the football, the hockey. So it'll really come in handy for all his teams that all his games he's creating. I can simply just get on a spreadsheet, create team name, and boom, make the players and add the ratings. So I definitely think what I'm going to do is go back in the program here and tell it to add more unique first and last names so there's a better variety. But folks, that's how I go about making my teams here. Um, let's see, what else can I talk about here? That's let's see. So let me show you how I use AI to assist me. Um, let's see here. Where do I want to show you? All right, so if we go here, I can go. Oh, that ain't what I want to show you. That ain't what I want to show you guys. All right. Team schedule. So there's also another app that I had it create called this schedule generator. So the way this works is you put your, how many ever teams, like I've got 6 in a league, and let's just say I wanted to play 6 games a piece. Okay. So you put your team names under the field here, how many games there, you hit generate schedule. You hit OK, and there you have it. It opens up another page called schedule, and you'll have the home team, away team, and it just puts out the schedule for you. Again, I know, it's some people may say, well, that's lazy. Can't you make your own schedule? Again, it's just a tool that I'm using. It assists me. I have, like I said, I'm going to have so many leagues. It's just quick and easy. It saves me time. Like I said, I ain't gonna say wasting time, but I spend a lot of my time just sitting here thinking of ideas instead of actually playing my games. So this is gonna cut down on all that. If I need a schedule made real quick, throw in the information, boom, it gives me a schedule. I can take this, if I want, transfer it on paper, or I'll just put it on its own spreadsheet and print it out, or just leave it on the computer. So that's what I do with that, guys. Um, so that's pretty much that. Let's go back to here. Um, let's see here. Let me kind of show you what I did with the getting the logos made. So what I told it to do was, here, I'll show you. I said, please make me 10 league names based on the teams here. And then I I pasted the names of the teams. It came up with, gave me 3 based on geographical regional themes, 3 of modern high-tech concepts, and then 3 in classic traditional. Well, I'm reading them and I'm thinking, well, crap, I didn't mention what kind of league it was. And I said, oh, forgot to mention it's a baseball league. And he says, that changes everything. Then he came up with these 10. Now that I had 10, I took a 10-sided dice and rolled it. And wherever it landed, that's the name of the league I did. So I ended up rolling a 10 on this one. So the 5 dice baseball game is my league is gonna be called the Continental Diamond Association. And then I said, I asked it, please make me a 3x3 collage with each team's logo. And then it started, basically printing out what it would look like as far as the setup here. And then it even gave me the prompts, in case I wanted to go to Midjourney or Dolly and have it made. I said, well, it's what I did. I said, make this image. And I gave him back his prompt. So he made the image and I copied them and put them over in a folder. I created a folder under my Continental Diamond Association. I put team logos, and then I can see the logos there. And I did that, and then what I did, I put them on my cards, my team cards. Right now, these are obviously, for me, it's just a little extra, something I added to it to make it look better for me. What I may do is if I'm playing games, I may add these on the screen, the 2 teams I'm playing with somewhere on the side. So, you guys can see the lineups and whatnot, or not necessarily the lineups, but the team cards. But what's good about it is at any time if I'm going on a trip or something and I want to play some, 5 dice baseball with my league, I can print this out. It's just simple as that right there. Print it out, landscape or portrait, and I'll have it with me. So that's what I enjoy about that. Let's see, what else can I show you guys I did? And it made this is that 3x3 grid. I wasn't, when I asked it to do that, this was not what I was looking for. I was looking for it to make each individual one of the teams, which it did, but it made it into like I don't know, a plaque, whatever. Because normally what it'll do, it'll print this and I can just copy and paste. I can snip it. That's what I'm saying. Snip it right there and I can paste it. But this is pretty cool actually. And problem was it gave it the wrong name. So, I don't know what I'd use this for, but I thought it was pretty neat. So let's see. That is pretty much that, guys. I don't know what all this it was giving me some crazy stuff here. Because what I was trying to do was I had all the logos made except for the Boise Breakers, right? So it just was not giving me, I'd say, I kept trying to get it to make it. It was giving me this stuff. So I don't know if I had reached my limit on getting images or what, but it kept, look, Boise Breakers baseball logo. It started getting funky. Then I even showed it a picture of what I want, and it gave me this, which didn't take me anywhere. And I'm like, this link doesn't work. And it gave me this again. So then I said, create it again. And it created the whole thing. So what I did, it finally ended up what you saw here. Did you see it? I don't think you did. I don't think you did. Man, okay. Cancel that. Well, thought it created right here. This is what it finally came out with. And I was like, what, fine. That'll work. It's different. It's dark, whatever. It's not like these, but it's fine. So I ended up taking that. I'm like, forget it. I'm good. We'll take that. Then I started thinking, right? I'm started really, I guess, going too deep for this. I'm thinking Boise Breakers. Isn't that Idaho? They don't have waves in Idaho. Then I started pondering, damn, do I need to change that? I was like, forget it. I'm gonna keep it. It's cool. Sounds good. Boise Breakers. I don't think people look too much into it, and if they do, well, skip it. It's not a big deal. So, all right, guys, that is pretty much behind the scenes of how I went ahead and currently creating my 5 dice baseball league from John Flo's brilliant game he came up with, and I loved how he he created it, and it's got the dead ball flair to it with his own unique added spices thrown in. I like that. Um, it's a really fun game to play. It's smooth. It does take a little bit to play. So if you are building your own league and using the game, his 5 dice baseball, just be mindful of your schedule. I mean, by all means, you can make your schedule as big as you want. But if you're looking for quick season turnarounds, then I probably wouldn't make too big of a schedule. So like for me, the most I'm going to do that I'm thinking about is 10 games each. That's if I play all these games out, that's 60 games. And I'm not complaining because I enjoy the game. But if you're, like I said, if you're anticipating, oh, I want to see who's going to win the championship, this and that, that's going to take a little while. But hey, that's what these are, right? These are projects. They're not meant to be. Well, I shouldn't say that. When you do a league project, it could be quick. Casey London makes some terrific one-roll games. But for me, I always fall back into wanting stats. And when you do stats on players or even teams, if you're adding stats to the mix, that's more administrative work, excuse me, that goes into your league. So for me, by doing that, I definitely need a smaller schedule to work with. So I'm debating on starting my schedule out with maybe 8 games each or even 6. I think just for a test run, I may do a 6-game season and then, roll the dice, roll the 6 dice and see if the owners want to up it after next season. Because that's, remember now, my leagues, that's how I determine what's going to happen. I roll the amount of 6-sided dice based on how many teams we have, because that's the owners. And it's like the owners get together and discuss rules and any future changes, and they vote on this stuff. And if it passes, it passes. If it doesn't, then guess what? I got to try again after I do another season. The next season, I'll roll it again. So that's how I do mine. So yeah, I just want to take the time today to share with you on pull back the curtain a little bit on how I'm creating my leagues. All my leagues will probably be the same kind of format with these cards type templates. Each team, now see over here, I've got my main Iron Crown sports teams, right? Now you can see here how many sheets I have. That's a lot of sheets. I mean, I think I'm up to 86 now. But yeah, I think I'm at 86 sheets now. Wait, was 80? No, I'm sorry, 63. I apologize for that. 63. So that's a lot of sheets there. So instead of having a lot of sheets, what I decided to do is I'm going to make each league their own sheet. So the baseball will be here, Continental Diamond Association. I'm going to try to keep the sheets down to a minimum. So I'll have my standings and I'll have a stat page. That's pretty much all I will have on there. So I guess while we're here, we'll say CDA home. And this is where the team cards will be. So let me go ahead and pull these right here and bring them over. Where did that go? Let's be So we'll start here, the B column. Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Oh, let me see here. Let me do this. I don't want to do that. Clear that. That's not what I wanted. That. I'm sorry, guys. Try to do something and it messes up. Okay, I just learned something yesterday. So you take the paintbrush here, or the roller, and I think what that does, it keeps all the sizes together. So we hit copy now, it should work. I go to B, paste. No, it didn't work. I might be doing it wrong, but nonetheless, this is where the teams are going to be. So I can do this one. Let me try the paintbrush on this, the roller on this one. Yeah, whatever. Do that. I'm not going to hit. No, it's not what I wanted. What the heck is going on? Go back. Paint. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to hit copy or nothing. Let's go over here and see if I hit paste, if it'll paste it. No, it didn't do anything. Okay. So, paint format. Wow. It like took everything away. So let's get it back. And we're just going to copy it. Let's try paste special, format only. No, it don't work. Okay. Values only. Huh. Okay, my logos, I gotta put my logos on. Okay, that's another time. I'll deal with that. I will learn how to use that paintbrush. So, okay, guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. We're running on 32 minutes now. I appreciate you, and I guarantee you that when I stop this video, I will play it back through the beginning, middle, and end to make sure the sound's working. Thank you guys as always for watching. If you have any questions or I'm using spreadsheets, formula leagues, or anything, if it's anything I can help you with, because I definitely am not a pro, or using AI, I can teach you what I know, help you out with that. I think what I'm going to do is I'll do some videos on how to create these extensions, these apps here. So if somebody wants to use them, I'll probably have it in a PDF format and you can download it. All right, guys, that's going to be it. I'll try to get a game in today and post it. But other than that, have a blessed Sunday, and thanks for watching. Shout out to John, Jackson, Jason, Kevin Elias, all the supporters out there, all the subscribers. Appreciate everything you guys do. You guys are all amazing. Oh, yeah, let me share with you what I did over the weekend. Let me show you if I can. Not that. Let's see, where's it at? Let's go here. That up. I went to the drive-through RPG and made some great purchases. And oh my goodness, there we go. So look at there. Got my big country boxing. Got that. Now I'm having a brain fart. What else did I get? Big country mobster. I've been wanting a non-sport RPG game, and when Jason did a video on this, I thought that'd be excellent. So I went ahead and got that one. And there was one more. What was it? Oh crap. Oh, yeah, the football game. I don't know if I put it in Jason's. I don't think I put it here. Um, I may not even put it on here. I thought I gave it its own name. Football games, maybe it's under that. No. Football? No, I don't think so. Oh, okay, right here. I went ahead and bought the pen and paper football, baby. This is only $1.99, so it was a great buy. And as you saw, I'm making my own league with this. But yeah, I pulled the trigger and got that. I've been watching Jason play that, and I thought, that's a great game. So yeah, so that's my weekend there, guys. All right. Yeah, I keep giving you guys the clue that I'm going to get off here, but I keep rambling. So I'm out of here. Have a great weekend, and I will try to play a couple games or a game and get it up today. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. Love and peace.